Welcome to Born for the Trades, a home service podcast. I'm your host, Mandy Bala. And today, unfortunately, Shreya could not join us. She is busy at the event. And we have amazing guests here, Cody McLeod, the owner of Utility Plumbing.
Yes, sir.
Right? Welcome to our show, sir.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
Yeah, awesome. How's the event, Rocket X, so far?
It's going great. Victor put on a great event, and the Rocket X team just killed it. So
That's amazing. That's amazing. So if I ask you, what are the top two sessions that you have attended and you like the most?
Definitely Rilla. I enjoyed the Rilla, and then just seeing all the panels with Victor up there, speaking about the marketing, and then some of the call center stuff.
Okay.
That's what I enjoyed.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So for the listeners, our young entrepreneur in Southern California is right here. And Cody did approximately, I think, 450,000 in first year.
Correct.
And now you are pacing 1.5 million. Let's start with your journey. How did you get into trades?
That's a great question. So I'm a second generation plumbing contractor. I was a partner in my family business for 12 years, but I was talking about it earlier. I got the ghetto story where I was the kid with a flashlight in the, underneath the crawl space and stuff with my father. And then, I was part of my family business for 12 years, and I was the vice president there, and ended up starting my own company 2 years ago, and we ran our first call a year and a half ago, so it's been great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what are the things that, you have learned, you're from dad's business and that you have implemented back into your business?
Well, I've definitely kept the morals and the values of the family business and stuff, but man, I didn't realize how hard it was to get new leads.
It is.
I mean, we've done a great job as a team to get to build our brand and our social media presence and stuff and everything. But getting new customers new customer acquisition is definitely one of the biggest learning curves, in my opinion.
Right.
But that's why that's why I'm on the podcast today and working with guys like yourself to start bringing in prospective clients and everything else. So
absolutely. And this is what we always talk on our podcast and ask, knowing your numbers is the key to everything.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you track your numbers? Are you numbers guy? We just want to know how you exactly keep your numbers.
Yeah. So I need to work on that a little bit as a business owner and stuff, but because I come from the trenches.
Yeah.
So I like to say I'm a real plumber. I'm a plumber first, and but I absolutely love business. I love creating opportunities for my employees and stuff, and providing careers for people. So I'm just we're learning.
That's amazing. And I think you must be using CRMs like Service Titan, or do you have Service Titan?
Yeah. So I've been I've been working with Service Titan for over 10 years now.
10 years?
Yeah. So probably 8 or so, 6 to 8 at the last company, and then definitely 2 years with my new business. So
that's great. I think a lot of home service contractors, those are using Service Titan. They get started with Service Titan, but a lot of challenges they face.
Yeah.
Learning curve is there. So was there any learning curve that you had to go through? You want to share some insights about that?
I mean, absolutely. I could definitely, I've been working on growing the new business and building the operations and stuff, but Service Titan is just a beast in general.
It is.
So, I've been on Service Titan for, let's call it 8 years, 8 to 10 of there. And I'm still learning more and more every day. And, that's definitely something me and my team are working on, trying to learn more. So
that's great.
Yeah.
And when it comes to, I'm big on work culture, right? So when it comes to work culture, what kind of work culture you have built in your company?
So in utility plumbing services, culture is the biggest thing,
Yeah.
So as you can see from our brand, I got the it's utility plumbing services. We got the fresh hats and stuff and everything. But what it brings is a modern culture, So
right.
I have our one of our slogans is traditional values.
Yeah.
Modern inspiration. So that comes from, what my father instilled in me with the traditional values, but it's the new day and age. We got to get in, we have to have the best equipment, the best technology. And that's why I was bringing up Rilla and everything else. And,
right.
And having the best technology to serve our customers better. But that's all about the culture,
Yeah. I think culture is everything where, not just like, your existing employees, but future employees, they want to look at your
Yeah,
social media, your work culture, maybe video testimonials, and they want to be part of like your company,
yeah,
right? That's it's all about. And achieving your, employees' dreams is everything, right?
absolutely.
That's how they want to, like, they'll be sticking with your company and make you grow, help
Yeah,
you grow, right?
absolutely.
So basically, it seems you are in Southern California, same market, your dad. So are you going to compete with it? Huh?
It's friendly competition.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I'm technically right down the street from the family business, but there's just so much work to go around. And with service and repair plumbing and home services, it's like it's never ending. There's always, you cannot live in a home without plumbing. You
Right.
cannot run a business without plumbing. So that's why it's so important to, like I was talking to you earlier, I'm doing the career days at the local high schools and everything. And
Oh,
it's just been incredible to see there's actually a hype behind all these kids. They're wanting to get into trades now,
yeah.
which is incredible. When I was in high school, it was like if you got in the trades, you were a loser or something,
Yeah,
like,
that's what I think it's being told, right?
Yeah.
But it's you're not a loser. It's one of the best industry to be in,
absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Nothing to be ashamed, right?
Yeah. And at first, I worked for a company called Big Pine Termite when I was 19 years old. And, I was working with my hands and I was learning and I was actually making money, but I just thought I was like less than because all my other friends were trying to go to college and everything else. And turns out it was the best decision I ever made. Shout out Steve Marley.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think it's proud to be like, even I'm in digital marketing space, but my dad was into doors and windows, and I used to go out and help him when I was kid. But I think now life comes in full circle that I'm here in the serving home service industry.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's great. And let's talk about like social media. So far, what I can think of is like you have built this brand by yourself, and you have mentioned social media. And I'm sure you're going to work on the aggressive steps like Google Ads, GMB, SEO, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So what kind of like strategies you have implemented on social media to get your brand noticed in Southern California?
Um, I would say I've been big on guerrilla marketing my whole career, just doing whatever works and stuff. But my biggest thing with starting my new business was building the operations and then building a strong brand behind that. The brand first and then building the operations. But I think Edgar said it from Restorers Restoration Company. He said if you have a poor brand, it's like filling a 5-gallon bucket with a hole in it. You're just
Right.
you're going to be losing customers and everything else. So. Yeah, I mean, just I forgot the question, but building.
Yeah, like what are the strategies like you have used,
Cool.
social media?
Strategies. I think, man, we're just, gosh, I don't know. I'm trying to.
Just putting out like video content,
Yeah.
pictures, text,
Yeah.
audio, in what format that you have?
So we're trying. Great question. We're trying to educate not only our customers, but other prospective employees, our own employees and stuff through our videos. And, my knowledge of the trades runs so deep, and I've seen the best plumbers in the industry.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can bring that education to my employees,
Right.
and bring that education to our customers, in turn. So
Yeah, that's huge. And I think nowadays micro video platforms, that's a huge opportunity right there. Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok,
Yeah.
YouTube Shorts, right? You can repurpose all these videos on different platforms.
Mhm.
And for the listeners who want to actually leverage YouTube, YouTube is the second largest like search engine in the world. And if you produce a video, let's say value-added video, how to install tankless water heaters in Southern California or any city, make sure that you add that title, some description, and once you publish it, and if somebody is like searching in your market, any homeowner,
Mhm.
and you will be actually found there
Yeah.
on Google right there. Your YouTube video will be there.
Yeah.
So I think a video, that's definitely a game changer, and I'm glad that you are going to actually educate your employees.
Mhm.
And once they go out and they perform, jobs out there, they can ask for video reviews, right? That's definitely
Oh, wow.
a game changer.
Yeah.
And then you can post that video testimonial on Facebook and boost it in your market.
Yep.
And guess what? $1 a day, or maybe now it's inflation,
Mhm.
$5 a day. You can run that video and you can get a lot of clients. So
Absolutely.
so that's great. So lot of like young entrepreneurs, like, they are getting into trades, plumbing, electrical. It's just the same thing. I would ask you, like, what 3 or 4 things, like, what advice you want to give it to them, because sometimes, it's very shaky, right, for young entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So what's the best advice you want to give it?
So for a young entrepreneur, I brought up one of my old bosses and stuff. What I would recommend for a young entrepreneur trying to get into this business is go work for somebody that you look up to. I tell this to my guys all the time. Like, if I were to go back, I would have kind of done it the same way. I would go work for someone in the industry that I thought I would want to be in, and I would learn from them and get in the trenches with them, be in the office with them, put in after hours work with them, because that the business owner is putting in that work. And just be an absolute sponge. If you're working with an entrepreneur, with an owner operator of this business,
Right.
you're going to learn so much.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a great shift. And I think it's better to work with someone, those who have like achieved.
Yeah.
Those who have like already crushed it. Right?
That's a big thing. It's like, and I feel like I can't offer that to my guys where, I took my father's company to, me and him in his backyard to 30 employees. And, I tell it to my guys all the time. I say, if they question me on something, I go, I've been there.
Yeah.
Well, I've done this. I have proven methods that are going to work. And I'm always, I always want to listen to what they have to say and stuff. But, we have proven processes that are going to work to be successful.
That's amazing. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, like, and being an entrepreneur is not easy. You go through with like a lot of emotional right? It's not like this. And I think a lot of people, they look at it, okay, this guy made it, right? Facing 1.5 million, maybe next year 3 million. So the ride is not like that. It's like, shaky, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we always ask, we want to make sure that, you share your emotional, like, part where you have thought like, okay, this is not working, right? Sometimes you feel it. So any challenges where you got stuck, you want to share with us?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's definitely nowhere near what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
You think starting a business is going to be, I knew it was going to be hard, but it's like, I thought it was going to be a straight path to where I want to go. It was left, right, up, down. I mean, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Vehicle crashes, everything else, and all that stuff. And then through all of that, what happens is I got imposter syndrome.
Oh.
I was like starting this business, and then I was having struggles and struggling with all types of stuff. And, I had imposter syndrome where I'm like questioning myself, like, am I really cut out for this? And it's like, you just got to keep pushing and keep going. And I'm so glad that I did that. Now I have, I went from a year and a half ago, we ran our first call. I had me and 2 other people. Now I have 10 full-time employees.
Awesome.
I have 4 vehicles, and we're just looking to grow. So it's really exciting.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Thanks for sharing that. And overall, I know you have shared that you are pacing 1.5. What's your 5-year plan? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I'd say it's so funny in the service industry like this, we always base it off of trucks.
Right, exactly.
Because trucks, in my opinion, trucks equal revenue. We have a certain amount that we expect per vehicle annually. So I would love to get to the 40 vehicle mark. That's my goal. 40 vehicles in 4 years.
In 4 years?
Yes, sir.
Good stuff.
So I don't know. I said that last year, so I don't know what that means that now.
but yeah, it's always like, shoot for
the stars, land on the moon.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's opposite.
Oh, really? What do you mean?
Shoot for the moon, land on stars?
No. Look at, there's the stars right there. But yeah, shoot for the stars, land on the moon. I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
It's okay. Shoot for the moon, land on stars. And I think being an entrepreneur, we are visionaries, right?
Yeah.
We always plan, this is what we have to achieve. And sometimes, things happen. And but I love the journey. I love the process. And I'm sure you are loving this journey, the process that I can see. I can see the, positivity and enthusiasm, right?
Thank you, Mandeep. Yeah.
Yeah. And anything that you want to share with our listeners that you have not shared?
Let's see. I don't know. It goes back. Tommy Mello was talking about it. Victor talks about it. But I mean, just that grit. If you're going to get into this business or be an entrepreneur or even a technician in this industry, you got to have that grit and, that want to show up to work every day. And the better your team works together, the better the company is going to be successful. So
Awesome. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. Thank you for amazing support and love that you guys have been giving to us. And it was amazing podcast with Cody and Shreya, and I will look forward to publishing the next episode. We will have amazing guests. Till then, bye.